And it's time. Hold on. Ugh, I'm filming a TikTok and a YouTube video at the same time, which is not fun for me because the copyright, you know, rules on YouTube are not fun. So I have to sit here and I have to film both of them at the same time. Oh, let me put you up a little bit more. I have to film both of these at the exact same time. This light's gotta be turned on and it's not gonna be fun because I'm gonna have to keep turning the music off every time I film a clip for YouTube. It's just so frustrating because you can do it on TikTok. I don't understand the reasoning for not being able to use it on YouTube. Maybe I just don't understand the laws. Anyway, I'm so excited to go to see the Jonas Brothers. I'm so excited to go see Nick Jonas. I miss him so much. I love him so much. He is the love of my life. I may get married to somebody else, you know, but Nick Jonas is the love of my life and he will remain so for the rest of my days. Okay, first I'm going to prep my skin. I usually use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer. That's the first thing that I use and I love it. I got it in a brand partnership and I'm actually obsessed with it. I use it every single time I do like glam. Not, you know, like glam, but whenever I do big heavy glam, this is what I use every single time. So I'm gonna start with that and I will be right back. So the reason I like this primer is because it's kind of tacky, so every single, oh my gosh, so whenever you use it, it'll leave your face ready for the next thing that you're gonna put on it. So whatever that may be. And for me, it's usually a foundation that's second because I do contour and bronzing after foundation and all of that stuff. So second thing I do to prep my skin is Tower 28. I just do 2 little spritzies. I have really dark under eyes, so I color correct with the orange and the purple, and it really helps out. I've noticed in like photos and stuff when I take them, my eyes don't look as dark as they normally do, which is great because I think it's genetic for me. My brothers also have very dark under eyes, but they obviously don't color correct because, you know, they don't care like I do. But it really bothers me when concealers can't even fix my under eyes, like truly. It's just very annoying, but I love this palette. It's great. I've been using it for a couple, I would say like 7 months or something like that, but I really like it and it does the job well. Next, I'm going to take the Hourglass Veil Skin Tint. This is actually a pretty like high coverage skin tint, so I'm gonna use this. I really like it. I like the coverage it gives me, and it also is tacky, so that's nice because it doesn't just like slip and slide all over your face once it's on there, if that makes any sense. I am really excited for this concert. I really am. I am a Nick girl. I always have been, like through and through. I'm gonna use a little bit of Hollywood Flawless filter, even though I powder so much that like you really can't even see it at the end. I need to try that Kosas like IV, like whatever that is. I need to try that. I'm a big Nick girl. I'm so excited for this concert. I've gone to every tour that the Jonas Brothers have had since like forever, since they began when I was like 13 years old. I've gone to every single one. I haven't missed one yet, which I am happy about that. I didn't go to their like surprise show that they had last year. I'm really sad about that, but it is what it is. We won't talk about it, but I'm just gonna go in with the Hourglass Skin Tint in shade 6. I use shade 6 because it's, I don't know, I just like the shade on me, really. I think it catches my undertones really, really well. For concealer, I'm going to do a little bit of a combination. So, ooh, this is gonna be fun. It's because I have some breakouts right here, some active breakouts that I need to For concealer, I'm going to do a little bit of a concoction because I've got some active breakouts. So I'm going to use the NARS Creamy Concealer on my active breakouts. And then under eye, I'm going to do Hourglass Concealer with the Fenty. The Fenty I always use a little bit of because it's like 3 shades lighter than what I need. So it really brightens up the under eye. It really helps create like a beautiful little illusion, and you'll be able to see it when I do it. But these are the combos, if you will, that I'm using for my under eyes. So I just went ahead and set my under eyes with the Huda Beauty powder and pound cake, and also the one size in shade or in translucent. So I usually like to go in with 2 powders for the under eyes for concerts or like musicals because I have a tendency to cry. So I like to set them with both, and this combo together is honestly, it's great. It is very like brightening to the eye. If you can't tell, I really like when my makeup looks bright in the center of my face, so that's kind of why I like to go in with both of those powders. And I go on the under eye and like right down the nose so that later the highlighter can sit perfectly on my nose. And I like to do like the little, like the perimeters of my face so that whenever it's time for like bronzer, it doesn't stick, like the bronzer doesn't stick to you in a chalky way, so it looks more natural, if that makes sense. So I just like to set those little spots, and like I said, the under eye. And I really like those 2 together. I usually kind of just, I don't brush away the powder right after I apply it. I just let it sit. And then later, once I get closer to other stuff, I will, you know, make it go away. I'll brush it away with like any sort of brush that I have. A big fluffy brush, nothing too defined, because then that'll take too much product away. Okay, I'm going in with the Patrick Ta Contour Duo. So I do powder first and then cream, and I do it like that because that's how Patrick does it literally on every celebrity I've ever seen him put makeup on, and it looks stunning. I know it sounds kind of backward from the way you learn to do makeup, but it always looks gorgeous. Whenever you're putting on contour and bronzer, make sure that you are applying it with upward motion, never down, don't ever do it in circles. Do it in tiny little motions towards like, you know, the center. If you're down here, make sure you're going towards the center of your face. And then if you're up by your hairline away from the center of your face, make sure that it's always up. And then here, when you're at this, you know, line, we go little tiny strokes up towards your eyes, if that makes sense. Also, something that I recently learned, you're probably putting your contour and your bronzer too low on your face. It needs to sit right on top of your cheekbone. So if you hollow out, it's usually the projection of your cheeks that sticks out the most. So it's got to go higher than you realize and higher than you think. It doesn't need to be in that hollow. It doesn't need to go there. It needs to go higher to create that very like snatched look. That's how all of those, I mean, obviously there are other ways they do it, but that's kind of how they do it to all of those models. And they have that like, you know, pulled back face. You have to make sure that you're putting it right on the cheekbone, and I'm trying to avoid that little spot that's set already, so. I like to go in with some translucent powder and go on my eyelid to just kind of create an even base for any sort of eyeshadow that we're about to place. I just think it's very necessary. Otherwise, you'll just have crease upon crease upon crease of eyeshadow on your eyes. Is going to be eyeshadow, so I'm really going to use like a plethora of palettes. I'm going for like a pink look because of the outfit I'm gonna wear. So a pink eye, very similar to my Eras Tour makeup. Actually, I did a pink eye for that as well. So whatever I can find to make my eyes look as pink as possible, that's what we're gonna do. But first I'm gonna go in the crease. Where did that brush go? This is the only bad thing about creating like content around makeup, is that you lose things. So I'm just gonna take like a classic brown. So this is from a Too Faced palette, and this is like a very light brown, and I'm just gonna go in the crease to kind of create definition right there, but nothing too severe, just to create the distinction between eyelid and like the upper eye, if that makes sense. So then we'll do that over here. It's so sad that I can't play music while I do makeup, because I really feel that's something that like subscribers miss out on. Like you have to go to a different platform to see like TikTok, what kind of music I like to listen to, whereas you could just do it here, but it's fine, I guess. And then I'm just going to, let's see, those are kind of corally. What's over here? Those are very light pink. Let's see, do we have like a true pink that I can go in with? I guess I'm gonna have to use like that blush, because everything else is either like a dark pink. Oh my gosh, I still have the Master Mario palette from Anastasia, and I don't want to get rid of this thing. Like, I've only hit pan on the Kim color, and I really hope that I never hit pan on any of them, because this palette is stunning. I am defying all rules of makeup by keeping it for 10,000 years and continuing to use it, but I don't really care because I'm the only one who uses it, and this palette is so important to me. I remember when it came out, it like, people sold it out so fast because it was like the first makeup thing that Mario had done, like item. And obviously later he came out with his own makeup brand, which is stunning, and I love a lot of his pieces. I'm trying to see what other pink items I have in here. All of those are orangey pinks. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna have to go in with Ice Skate in the Park from this Too Faced palette. It's like a very pinky pink. It's this one right here. So I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. It's a very chalky pink. I don't even know what look I'm trying to do. It's just, I'm trying to make it as pink as possible. White in the inner corner to kind of make it look a little bit less intense in the front, and then I always drag down like the inner corner color a little bit underneath my eye to just keep all of that area really bright, because it makes your eyes look more awake. So we're just gonna blend. And I'm using the same flat brush that I packed the pink on with, so it almost, like if it mixes with that color, it's not a big deal because it's already on my eye. And then we'll put the sparkle right on top. For the mascara, I'm doing the Alex Earl technique where I do waterproof, regular waterproof, because it's the only thing for concerts that will not move. It won't budge. So that is why I'm doing that. And I'm using the Maybelline Sky High. I believe it's Maybelline. Yeah. For the waterproof version, or mascara, if you will. I'm using brown. I don't know. I bought it in brown, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's fine. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's mascara. And then I'm going in with the Milani Anti-Gravity as the regular, and I will be right back. this is the finished look. It's a pink glam, if you will. I need to get dressed now, so I will go ahead and do that, and I'll update you once I've got my outfit on. And yeah, that's it. Okay, my friends, this is the fit. You're gonna laugh at me. It's this Jonas Brothers tee that says, "Sweet Mama, it's the Jonas Brothers." And then these pants slash like legging situations from Amazon that I got, and my white platform Converse. I am so excited, you guys. I have to grab my plastic clear bag, and then I have my little earrings from Zara. I'm really going for a pink vibe, and that's the look, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy it. I did a half up situation, but I'm gonna take a hair tie with me just in case. And then all of my friendship bracelets that I showed you guys, obvi, you have to have those. And that's it. I'm wondering if I should put like a second little hair clip in. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.